Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading from early to mid-December 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aries collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for these lovely Rams? What do you have for us? What's in the energy for Aries gang in early to mid-December? And yeah, let's see what energies, messages, insights we could take a peek at. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aries early to mid-December. What is the vibe? What's the energy here for my good friends? Nice and quick. So this, to me, this card is one of my favorites in the whole entire deck for a few different reasons, because it's very lighthearted. It's fun. It's having a good time. So whether this is advice or an energy that's coming towards you, it seems pretty lighthearted. Now, I guess it depends on your situation, of course. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So as you can see, we have like the snow globe, the little pony, we got dolls and toys. So to me, it's just fun, lighthearted type of energy. So if you've been going through some serious things, or if things have been a little boring or monotonous, Spirit could be like, all right, Aries, well, do something you enjoy or make some time to have fun. All work and no play, right? That's an energy that you probably shouldn't be in this time. And I always say people and their definition of fun are totally different. Like my idea of fun might not be yours. So it's telling us to do something we genuinely enjoy doing, which is really nice. Lighten up the mood. Now, as with everything, there's a scale, right? Like sometimes someone could be a little too carefree. Someone could be having a little too much fun, partying it up a little too much. And this card could sometimes represent that. Hopefully it's not somebody that's taking a serious situation lightly. I mean, that could be like a little message for some of you, but we're just going to have to see how it plays. I generally think this is good advice and good energy coming in. But of course, it could tell us certain areas that need to be tightened up a little bit. So we're going to put it down right there. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Aries. What do we got? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was a powerful energy, but definitely one that us Aries could definitely vibe with. It was titled An Explosive Change. So quick, fast, sudden, a lot of that fiery type of energy, which Aries are usually pretty much known for. So there could be a lot of situations in flux or changing quickly, doing a quick 180 on you. So for some of you, that's a great thing. For some of you, maybe not so much. It all really depends. But that energy could bleed over for a couple weeks, so keep an eye on that. But we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards to start for Aries. What's happening in early to mid-December, please? Yeah, just a lot of intensity. Okay, 5 of Cups. Huh. All right. Wasn't expecting that guy to pop out, and don't get too nervous about him. That's always on a spectrum. The energy does seem a little bit down. Let's get a couple more. Let's get a couple more. Someone's feeling a bit down in the dumps. Let's get 1 more, 2 more. Thank you. Okay. So we got the 2 of Wands right here. So we're definitely going to need to take a closer look at this. That's a very strategic, plan-based type of energy. Let's get 1 more. What do we got for Aries? Thank you. Okay. So we do have the 5 of Pentacles here on the back end. These cards, especially the double 5s, that does fit the energy that we were seeing last week. So it's something we do want to take a very close look at, especially with the numerology showing up here. But it's looking like a mixed bag. And remember, this doesn't have to be your vibe. It could be someone else. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first glance, elementally, there's a nice elemental mix. And for a lot of you, you already know that I like to look at the elements first. It tells us how the energy is moving or the different areas of life. And I like when there's a mixture of things where it's not too heavy-handed one way or another. We got water in the front, the realm of emotions, feelings, personal relationships, creativity, emotional expression. We got our comfort zone right here in the center, the fire, so the realm of action. So whether it's the actions we take, the actions other people take, it's that internal burn, that internal motor where it's like, I'm going to keep pushing, I'm going to keep pushing. The only downside with fire is that it could be a little unpredictable sometimes, where it's like, oh, I don't know which way this is going to go. But usually Aries energy can work with it. And here on the back end, we have Earth. Now, Earth can represent security, feelings of stability, can represent home, family, monetary situations, or anything with the material world. So we do want to look at this closely as well, because these split end energies could be a little uncomfortable to deal with. But again, there's a lot of details. Let's go through and start building this out piece by piece. Position number one, we're starting with the Five of Cups, our little goth emo friend right there. And we see him, he's all dressed in black. He's standing in front of the river of tears. That's what a lot of readers like to call it. 3 cups down, 2 cups up. Now, that is actually a silver lining. But just like with every card that could represent some issue or struggles, this is on a spectrum. So for some Aries, you might just be a little bit down, or someone might be. The energy is like a little depressed, a little down in the dumps, a little gloomy. Uh, in the minor sense, that's what it can be. In the major sense, it can be someone that's like really depressed, crying, heartbroken, or just someone who's emotionally affected by something. So yes, this can be an issue, a problem, a situation, whatever we want to label it, and we'll dig into it further. Uh, the good side, and I already mentioned it, 2 of the cups are still standing. We have stuff that's still in the horizon on the background. So to me, it's speaking of something, an issue or a situation where it's temporary. And I've been seeing that for a couple weeks for Aries where like the worst of something might be over, or like we're seeing the sunshine at the horizon. So if you've been going through things, we're going to hope to see the silver lining here. But yeah, the energy's a little bit down. Now, moving to the middle, as we get this 5 of Cups right back here by the amethyst. Maybe the crystal will help make them feel a little bit better. We have the 2 of Wands. So huge card of strategy and planning. Now, I generally like the 2 of Wands. All twos can represent partnerships, decisions, choices. Do I go left? Do I go right? So there could be a lot of analysis going on when this card is here. So there might be certain situations or things you might be up in your head about when this card is in the mix. Generally, I like it. It's early, it's fresh, and it's huge for strategy and planning. Now, I know as an Aries myself, sometimes we like to go with the flow. Sometimes we don't like to have strict structure or rules all the time. But this energy could either be spirit saying, all right, Aries, well, move forward with a plan. There could be something that you need to strategize about, or someone you're connected to could be in the strategy planning phases when this card is here. The big issue that we see with the 2 of Wands, though, the darker side of the card, can represent indecision, or someone that's very indecisive. So again, not quite an Aries trait, but we're all human, right? Everyone could get stuck in this energy from time to time. So we'll look at that further and see what this strategy, planning, analysis might be speaking about. Now, moving to the back end, we have our second 5. So whenever I see repeating numbers, especially since I only pull a few cards, watch out for signs, synchronicities, omens. Spirit could be trying to speak to you about something. And you see these individuals, they are thrown out in the cold. Doesn't mean you're physically freezing cold. I mean, some of you might be dependent on where you live. But to me, this is a card that can represent loneliness, a little bit of solitude, like no one understands me. So you see what I mean? Like the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, they kind of work in unison together. So it can represent a problematic energy. Watch out for spending, watch out for money issues. But again, I don't think that it's completely bad. Yes, there can be a longing here. Yes, there can be a missing. Yes, there can be an isolation with the 5 of Pentacles. So it can be problematic. But at the same time, just like the 5 of Cups, it's a card that's temporary, where it's like we're not here forever. Like this energy will pass. So like even though we're seeing some rough things show up, I'm still optimistic, believe it or not, especially with the 2 of Wands in the center. So we're just going to put this down right here. I want to dive deeper on all of this, Aries. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. What do we got for Aries gang? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 5 of Cups. See what that has. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aries, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, 5 of Cups time. Why is it here? Where's the Five of Cups here? Okay. Hanged Man. All right, so this could definitely be a situation or something that seems to be lingering. And the Hanged Man is very similar to the Two of Wands and the Hermit. They all have very similar vibes to them. Now, the Hanged Man, as far as zodiac signs go, we can link it to Virgo, Scorpio. Some people also give it to Pisces. So I like to give it to all three. But notice what he's doing. He's not miserable. Like, he's not in terrible shape. He's not quite like the Five of Cups, but he can't get something off of his mind. So for some Aries in this time, watch out for something that's like a brain worm, where it's like, it's in my mind, it's in my brain, I can't stop thinking about it. Why can't I stop thinking about it? It's like, even though the energy is looking up, there could be a lot of things that are still sticking with you. It's like it's gotten under the skin. Now, the Hanged Man, aside from that, it is retracted, it is pulled back. So there is like this longing isolation showing up for one reason or another. So, hey, maybe someone's missing you. Maybe you're missing somebody as well. But it is very analytical, right? Like when I see the Two of Wands and this, there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of analysis. So I'm not sure if someone's checking in on you. Maybe there's someone where Spirit wants you to check in on them. But it's like, I'm watching, I'm analyzing, and I'm planning. So there is someone in that mode for sure, if it's not you. Um, Now could be a great time for shadow work, I'll tell you that, especially like with the problem or issue I'm seeing here. There could be things where you could really dig into the depths and do a lot of shadow work and like look at it, cold hard facts. We're just going to keep going though. But that energy does feel a little stuck for one reason or another. Let's see what's up with the two. Let's see what this plan has for us. So why is the Two of Wands here for Aries? Please. Thank you. All right, so I love the intention here. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So as I've been saying, like all the energy here isn't like atrocious. It's not all bad. The Ten of Pentacles is one of the best cards in the whole entire deck. It's wins, victories, blessings. So yeah, we got some challenges. The energy isn't like a super clean slate, but there's potential. That's the one thing I'm liking about this spread. Now, the Ten of Pentacles can represent stability, expansion, abundance. So this is very good. When I see the Two of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like it's planning, but for a good reason. So if you got some people you think that are strategizing on your downfall, it might not be as bad as you think it is. But like when I see the Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, it's like I just want the best. I just want things to turn out as good as they can. So there could be a lot of situations, whether they're things from the past or things you're going through right now. If you put a little structure in place, adding structure benefits you greatly and puts you on a really strong trajectory for best case scenario. But I just can't get away from the planning and strategy. So I don't think this is somebody trying to ruin you or make your life harder, but there is some strategy going on. It's here. Let's go in on the Five of Cups. It's here in multiple places. But yeah, for you, like anything in this time, a structured approach is the best approach, little by little, one foot in front of the other. Let's see what the Five of Pentacles has, and then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So what's happening? At least we have the silver lining, which again, that's shades of what I've been seeing for the past few weeks. Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse underneath the Five of Pentacles, and this is an energy where it's like, all right, well, how can I fix it? Like, can I even fix it? It's like giving me this kind of vibe. It's super unique and very, very specific here. Now, the Two of Pentacles is an energy that's a little off kilter, right? It feels like it's lost its balance. It's lost its groove a little bit. So when I see the Five of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, yeah, there's a problematic energy around where there's just something going on that's not sitting right with me, but how can I fix it? I know I can. I know I want to, but how can I improve it? How can it get better? How can I fix this? And I do think for a lot of areas, a lot of it is surrounding planning, strategy, and structure. I think bringing that into the mix will solve all this problematic energy we're seeing here. So, yeah, the Two of Pentacles could also represent karmic situations. Usually in the upright, it's harmonious, it's balanced. So, yeah, when I see it in the Two of Pentacles, like reversed, underneath the Five of Pentacles, it's like someone that's going through a difficult time. So again, it doesn't have to be you. It could be someone you're connected to where, you know what, maybe this time of year, there's just something about it. It hits them right in their feelers. Like there is somebody going through a rough one. So maybe there is someone that either wants to check in on you or wants you to check in on them. That could be it. Or it's like, it would be nice to hear from you. It's like one of those two. So we're getting a lot of very specific energies. There are some problematic ones, but there's also really great stuff too. So it's like this anomaly of energy where it's like, all right, this stuff on the outside I'm not really a fan of, but this is great. Um, it's not all bad. But let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow here, Aries. If you kindly look in the box, position number one, we have the Five of Cups with the Hanged Man in the upright. Yeah, a lot of watching, planning, analysis, strategy. There could be something that's kind of just gotten under the skin where it's like, I can't quite get it out of my head. I can't stop thinking about it. So watch out for thought loops. If that's not you, there could be someone that's experiencing a lot of thought loops. So watch out. You might not be feeling that energetic tug. Moving to the middle, we have the Two of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. Great intention, somebody that does want the best case scenario. So I do like it for that. And for you, regardless of what's going on, whether you're in this place right now and this is just outside noise, Spirit is saying, like, hey, structure, strategy, planning. That's the name of the game. Don't just wing it. So I do see wins, victories, and blessings. But even on to the back end, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Someone not quite doing too hot, right? Like this energy just feels a little off, feels a little off balance, off kilter. Could be someone missing you or wanting to check in on you or vice versa. That's like how the energy is presenting itself to me, where there is a lot of longing here as well. So could just be part of the time of year. But please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Lots of silver lining here, so it's not all rough, not all problems. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for Aries. What's happening, my guides? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. And if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this going here. What do we got for Aries? What do we got? Thank you. Okay, the Magician. Yeah, so to me, it says there could be a situation like you could be in the driver's seat, even if you feel like you're not. The Magician is all about spirituality. The Magician is all about manifesting, creating, and where we're focusing our attention. So that's super huge in this time. Spirit wants you to really pay attention who and what you're focusing your attention and intention towards, because you're creating. Even if you don't realize you are creating something when the Magician is here. But the Magician can sometimes represent control or lack thereof in its shadow sense. So again, I know I've been talking about strategy, structure. That's all a very good thing, but make sure you're not trying to force something. That's a big thing with the Magician. Like, don't force it. Like, there's something where you just need to let it flow. So we have this interesting mix of needing structure, but also allowing flow at the same time. So it's a bit of a double negative when we look at it, really. Great time for spirituality, great time for creation and manifestation. And remember, energy flows where attention goes. That's a really important thing here. So, Aries, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you would like further clarification on your situation, you can book a personal reading with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. My December schedule is live right now, and the spots go quick, so go check it out, see what's available if you want to have a chat with me. But for the December subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks for all skill levels, the Gilded Tarot Royale. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the tarot cards, which one do you resonate with most? When you see it in a reading, it's like, yeah, that's me. Put your answer in the comments. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.